Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff, darkness all around you. The wind howls, threatening to push you over. That's what depression and anxiety feel like. But what if I told you there's a way back, a path through the storm? Today, we're diving into 10 concrete steps you can take when depression, anxiety, and total chaos hit your life. These aren't just empty words. These are battle-tested strategies that can help you reclaim control. But before we begin, a crucial message. If you're struggling, seek professional help immediately. These steps are not a substitute for proper medical care. Your health matters, and there's no shame in reaching out. Now let's tackle this beast head-on. Step 1. Stop. Just stop. Imagine a massive tree. Its branches are heavy with the fruits of your problems, leaves of anxiety rustling in the wind. It's overwhelming, isn't it? Here's the secret. You can't solve the fruits. So stop trying. Instead, do this. Find a quiet spot, sit down, close your eyes, take a deep breath, feel the ground beneath you. Listen to the sounds around you. Just be present. This simple act is like stepping into the roots of that tree. It's your first move towards regaining control. Remember, you're not running away. You're strategically retreating to gather your strength. Step 2. Recognize the mind trap. Your mind, that incredible tool that solved countless problems before, is currently working against you. Think of it as a tool shed. Right now, all the problem-solving tools are locked away. The only tools available are the ones that create more problems. So every time you try to think your way out of this situation, you're actually digging yourself deeper. This is how you got here in the first place. Your mind, trying to help, kept piling on worries and anxieties. With those as your foundation, you acted in ways that got you into this impossible situation. The solution? Stop trying to think your way out. It's counterintuitive, I know, but trust me, it's crucial. Instead, focus on small, concrete actions that don't require much thought. Make your bed, drink a glass of water, step outside for 5 minutes. These simple acts bypass your mind's current problematic programming. They're the first steps towards rewiring your brain. Step 3. Create a sensory anchor. Find an object, a smell, or a sound that grounds you in the present moment. Maybe it's a smooth stone you can hold, or the scent of lavender, or a specific song that calms you. Use this anchor whenever you feel overwhelmed. It's your lifeline back to the present. Step 4. Move your body. Movement, even small amounts, can be incredibly powerful. Start with stretching your arms above your head, then maybe a short walk around your room. The goal isn't a full workout. It's simply to remind your body that it can move, that it has power. Step 5. Declutter your immediate space. Your environment affects your mind more than you might realize. Start very small. Clear off one surface in your room. This act of creating order in your physical space can help create a sense of order in your mental space. Step 6. Connect with nature. Even if it's just looking out a window or touching a houseplant, nature has a way of putting our problems into perspective. It reminds us that we're part of something bigger, something that continues regardless of our internal struggles. Step 7. Practice microkindness. Depression often comes with harsh self-criticism. Counter this by practicing tiny acts of kindness towards yourself and others. Speak to yourself as you would to a dear friend. Offer yourself a small comfort, like a warm drink or a soft blanket. Step 8. Create a done list. Instead of a to-do list, which can feel overwhelming, start a done list. Write down everything you accomplish, no matter how small. Brushed your teeth? Write it down. Got out of bed? That goes on the list too. This helps you recognize that you're making progress even when it doesn't feel like it. Step 9. Engage your senses. Depression can make the world feel dull and colorless. Combat this by intentionally engaging your senses. Listen to music that moves you. Eat something with a strong flavor. Touch different textures. This helps reconnect you with the vibrant world around you. Step 10. Reach out. Finally, when you feel ready, reach out to someone. It doesn't have to be a deep conversation. A simple text saying hi can be enough. It's a reminder that you're not alone in this world. Now let's circle back to those first 2 steps. Remember the tree analogy? These first 2 steps are like finding the roots. They give you a place to start when everything else seems impossible. And here's the thing, you can always come back to them. Feeling overwhelmed again? Stop. Recognize the mind trap. Start over. It's not failure. It's practice. Now let's dig deeper into what this really means. Again, this is not a time to solve anything. You simply don't have the tools right now. Your mind is currently unreliable. So what do you do when you can't trust your own thoughts? You turn to your body. This is the time to take stock, to map out what your body actually feels inside. Yes, we're talking about somatic work. It's about tuning into the wisdom of your body when your mind is in chaos. Start by observing the patterns of your own breathing. Notice how it changes. Does it speed up when certain thoughts arise? Slow down when you focus on it. See the consistent need that it has to cyclically become more aroused, then settle, then aroused again. This is your autonomic nervous system at work. Now, expand your awareness. What sensations do you notice in your chest, your stomach, your shoulders? Maybe you feel a tightness, a heaviness, or a fluttering sensation. Don't judge these feelings, just observe them. As you do this, you might start to notice patterns. Perhaps certain thoughts trigger a tightness in your throat, or memories of specific events cause your shoulders to tense. These bodily reactions are like signposts. They're telling you something important about your emotional state. By observing these patterns, you're gathering valuable information. You're mapping your internal landscape. This isn't about fixing or changing anything right now. It's about understanding. It's about becoming aware of what's really going on inside you. This awareness itself can help you feel more grounded, more in touch with yourself. It can also provide a sense of control. Not control over your emotions or situation, but control over your response to them. Remember, in this state, you're not equipped to solve your problems, but you are perfectly equipped to observe, to feel, to be present with what is. This practice of somatic awareness is a skill. Like any skill, it takes time to develop. Be patient with yourself. Some days you might only manage a few seconds of this kind of awareness. That's okay. Other days, you might find yourself naturally tuning into your body for longer periods. The key is consistency. Keep coming back to this practice. Keep observing, keep feeling. Over time, you'll develop a deeper understanding of your own patterns. This understanding can become a powerful tool in your journey towards healing. So when you're feeling overwhelmed, remember, stop. Recognize the mind trap. Then turn your attention to your body. Observe, feel, be present. This is not a detour from healing. This is the healing. This is you, reconnecting with yourself at the most fundamental level. And from this place of connection, of understanding, you'll be better equipped to take the next steps in your journey. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. This sounds too simple. My problems are so much bigger than this. These thoughts, the ones telling you this won't work, they're also coming from that unreliable mind we talked about earlier. Take a moment. Breathe. Feel what's happening in your body as these doubts arise. They're all part of a breathing pattern, a thought pattern, a bodily pattern that's crying out for your presence and surrender. When you notice these thoughts, it's not a sign that this approach won't work. It's an opportunity to practice exactly what we've been discussing. Observe these doubts without judgment. Feel how they manifest in your body. Is there a tightness in your chest? A heaviness in your shoulders? This is all part of the process. Your doubts, your fears, your skepticism, they're all welcome here. They're all part of you. By acknowledging them, by feeling them in your body, you're already taking a huge step. You're breaking the cycle of getting caught up in your thoughts. Now, here's one more powerful tool to add to your kit. When thoughts arise that make your breathing chaotic, uneven, and agitated, ask yourself this simple question. Is this thought an old one? Have I thought about it time and time again? If the answer is yes, congratulations. You've just identified a part of the problem-making cycle, not the problem-solving one. These recurring thoughts, these old mental loops, they're like well-worn paths in your mind. Your brain returns to them out of habit, not because they're helpful. Recognizing these old thought patterns is crucial. It helps you understand that these thoughts aren't providing new insights or solutions. They're just stirring up the same old emotional storms. When you catch yourself in one of these loops, gently remind yourself, there's that old thought again. I don't need to engage with it this time. Over time, you might find these old thought loops have less power over you. They will still show up, but you'll be better equipped to let them pass without getting caught up in them. This is the essence of what we're doing here. We're not trying to stop thinking or to only think positive thoughts. We're learning to relate to our thoughts differently. Depression, anxiety, and chaos don't have to define your life. You have the power to take these steps to start your journey back to light. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. You're stronger than you know, braver than you believe, and more loved than you can imagine. If this video resonated with you, please share it with someone who might need to hear this message. Subscribe for more content aimed at helping you navigate life's challenges. And leave a comment below sharing your own experiences or strategies.